Barb here with barbstamps.com, and it's Thursday night, so it's time for the free Thursday night show, which is me making cards for you or whatever. It happens to be cards today. Sometimes it's other things, but today it is cards. So I am really excited to be here. We were just doing a little chatting in the chat box before I came live. I really try to do that. I think I'm 3 for 3 for the last 3 weeks in getting in the chat box about 10 to 15 minutes early so that I can chat with you guys a little bit and say, hey, and welcome. And I see that we had some new people and it's very exciting. So that means, of course, that I have to get my poop in a group so that I'm ready to go at 4:45 rather than 5 because it's very easy to be scrambling at the very last minute and I'd be putting the finishing touches on things at 5 o'clock. So I'm going to really try that. So it's been working out pretty good. The last 3 weeks I've been able to do it. So yay, fingers crossed I can keep it up. This is like trying to think in my brain. We were live last night in our retreat group for the meet and greet, Kelly, Dina, and I. I am live tonight, and I am live tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock in the retreat group. Well, 10 o'clock my time, so 9 Pacific, 10 Mountain, 11 Central, noon Eastern, for my live presentation tomorrow. So that'll be very exciting. So a lot of you girls, I'm sure, are in the retreat group. And so, I was putting the finishing touches on my 5 projects for tomorrow. I've got 3 projects for you today. So I've just been like a stamping crazy machine. And then in the midst of all this, the retirement list came out. Or I guess Stampin' Up! Now calls it the last chance list. I am an old demonstrator, meaning I've been a demonstrator for, 19 years next month. And so it used to be called the retirement list. And so, old habits die hard, whisper white. And so I keep calling it the retirement list. Yes, Jean, my son does graduate on May 29th. So I've got that going on too. I've got a little bit of a graduation in the back of my mind, plus taxes. I hate taxes so much. I mean, I'm sure that everybody hates taxes, but I'm the worst. Not that I don't keep everything. I have all of my receipts and I have all of my records. I just don't have them in any sort of organized fashion, which is really kind of crazy because I am a very organized person. Things have to be in a spot. They have to be organized and things have to be clean and put away. But for some reason, I hate taxes so much that I just don't care. And I just throw my receipts in a drawer, throw them in a drawer, throw them in a drawer. And then I have to get them out and organize them. And I have to download lots of things off the internet and ugh. And my husband just loves to razz me. Have you got the taxes done yet? Have you got the taxes done yet? So if my husband shows up with a black eye to work, I don't know how that happened. There you go. So I've got taxes going on. There's so many things and we're so excited. So anyways, the retiring list, last chance list came out. And normally they give us a deadline of when you can order stamp sets by. Like usually it's sometime in April. This time there is no deadline. It is now. So if there are stamp sets on that list that you want, you should get them because when I checked the list this morning, there's already like 4 stamp sets that are gone. And let's see what else. There was something else and I can't remember what it was. I want to think a re-inker, but I'm not positive that that's gone. So I'm not going to say anything about that. But anyway, so everything is while supplies last. A lot of things are discounted. Some of the things are 50% off. I've got a couple projects using some of these retiring items that are 50% off. So that's crazy deal. There's a whole list. I've got a list over on my blog if you want to check it out. It's a nice, pretty list. It's a little bit larger font for those of us of the older persuasion that don't see as well as we once did. Me. And so it is a little bit larger. There are, colored lines and everything has a colored line. So it's easy. So it's kind of easy. It's easier to read. And I have to thank my friend Deb for doing that because she's amazing with Excel and just is crazy good at it. So if you're interested in a fancy, really nice last chance list, head over to my blog, barbstamps.com, shameless plug, and you can find the list and download it there. Okay. So like I said, there's a lot of stuff on there. This is like 6 pages of stuff. So I actually spent late last night and early this morning moving things around because, again, I'm an organized, kind of crazy person. So I have everything that's retiring over there so that I know that that's the stuff that I want to use right now. Things that carried over to the catalog are right there because as demonstrators, we got to see the new catalog also. So everything that's carrying over or that's in the new catalog that I currently have is over there. Stamp sets from the mini that are not going into the new catalog are over here. So I've just got things all over, but in my mind, it's organized. So there you go. So that is very exciting. That is going on. Well, everything is available while supplies last through May 2nd. That's when the end of this catalog will be happening. And then our new catalog will go live May 5th. So if you are a customer, no, May 3rd, the 2nd to the 5th, that the math is wrong. It's the 3rd. So if you are a customer of mine and you have ordered from at least $50 from me in the last year, if you want to send me an email, barb@barbstamps.com, I am happy to put you on my catalog list. I have to have that done by the end of the month, so you'll have to let me know by March 30th if you want a catalog. If you're not sure if you qualify, send me an email. I'm happy to answer. So yeah, so very exciting. This is a crazy time of year. We've got things coming. We've got things going. As a demonstrator, it's awesome because we get to order new stuff starting April 1st. And so if you want to join as a demonstrator beginning April 1st, you can also add those items to your starter kit. The same items that I get to pre-order, which is not the entire catalog. Let me clear that up right now. They have a selection of items that we can order. And as if you are wanting to join Stampin' Up! As a new demonstrator with me, you would have the opportunity to add those brand new items to your starter kit. So that's always a great time to become a demonstrator when we have pre-order for catalogs, because then you can get the same new stuff that I'm going to get. And of course, in your kits, you know, you get $125 worth of stuff, but you only pay $99 for it. So it's a great deal. You can't pass it. You can't beat it. I mean, you just can't beat it. So that's coming up too. So it's a really crazy time of year. But I love it. I thrive in chaos sometimes, because then I'm busy. Things are moving and I'm not really having to think, oh, you know, I don't have to think, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I've got a long list of things to do. So, yeah, it's pretty exciting. Okay. I see some comments. I'm going to just check. Has anybody asked any like questions that I need to answer? Cause I always feel bad if I don't, answer your questions. Ooh, Laura said she had to pay. Ugh, sorry, Laura. Ugh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to pay. And I have a feeling it's going to be in the thousands. Yeah. Did I just say that out loud? Because it makes me want to cry, but it is what it is. Okay. We've got people on here. Oh, you guys have some decent weather. Hello, Tana. Tana's on here. And I think I saw Deborah. Deborah's on here. I spoke with Deborah this afternoon or this morning. So hello, Deborah, again. Nice to see you. Okay. So, my son, bless his little heart, he needs to establish some credit. As a young person, when I was a kid, I don't recall this. Amy, no, not really. It'll be a couple years. Unless, of course, you guys all want to place an order in my online store. That would get me there closer, faster. Yeah. So he needs a credit card to start establishing some credit. He went to, oh, yes, the Just Jade refill is gone. Thank you very much. Just Jade refill is gone. So my son needs a credit card because he tried to go get a bank loan and they asked him, you know, well, it was kind of a weird thing. They asked him if he had a credit score. He said no, but it turns out that he does. Anyway, we went to get this credit card. That's like a secured one where you give them so much money that they keep frozen for you. And then you charge whatever, up to that amount of money each month. And then you pay it off. So they keep your money and then you keep paying. So that's how you establish some credit. So, good thing for him. He met me at the bank the other day and we got him a new credit card, or not new, just a credit card that's in his name and all that good stuff. So he can start establishing some credit for himself. So that's good. I guess I didn't even think about it. You know, when my kids were younger, I didn't think that that would even be a thing. It didn't even dawn on me. And apparently it is a thing. So we got that taken care of. And some of you were asking me what I think of the new ink colors. Now, if you're a demonstrator, you've already got to see the new ink colors. Customers, some of you may have seen some leaked by other people. And I shouldn't say leaked because we're not forbidden from sharing them. I'm just choosing not to, because there's a lot of things right now that we need to focus on, and new colors is not anything that we need to focus on right now, because they're not even going to be out for a month, over a month. So I liked them. I'm just going to say that, because I always do. They're always amazing and I always like them. So, okay, I think I'm going to flip the camera so we can get this party started. Whoop, whoop. And yeah, so I've got a few little housekeeping things. So here we go. We'll see if we can do this fairly quickly. I try to do it quickly. Sometimes it's quicker than other times. And then hitting that dumb button to switch the view never seems to work on the first time. Why that is, I don't know. It's probably just some stupid, I don't know. All right, I got to get the angle right on this thing. Otherwise it's going to bug me. So sorry, I've got my little camping level up here. So that I can make sure, see, that my camera is level, because I don't really like watching people's videos where the angle is like really off. That just bugs me, because of course I'm a little bit anal, as they say. Somebody just asked how my son's hand was. He is getting better. He's using the putty, getting the exercises going, so his hand is getting better, so that's good. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, he says it's better, but you know, he's a man. Sometimes men, you just don't know with men, you know, you just don't know. And he is a man. He's his father's son. That's a fact. So he says it's better, so I got to take his word for it. Okay. I guess since I have my adhesive kit, we'll go ahead and just start with that. I do sell adhesive kits. They are $45 by themselves, or $40 if you add them to any sort of a class or anything that I already have going out to you. In the mail, you can add it for $40. So, and what you get in here is this fantastic, cute bag. There's multiple colors. Tear and tape adhesive. You get some dimensionals, a stamp and seal, glue dots, liquid glue, the ruler, the adhesive eraser, and the sand eraser for our ink mistakes. And so all of that comes in this cute little bag. And yep, and if you have a color preference and you want, let me know. I'm happy to accommodate you if I have that color. So I do have some fun cards. Let me pull this one out of the envelope. I don't want to share the address because that's not very cool. This is a card that I got from Debbie Wheeler. So I don't know if Debbie's on here, but thank you so much, Debbie. That was so nice of you to think about it, or think about me. I appreciate that. Barbara's wondering if I got my new phone. Barbara, yes, you're looking at the quality of my new phone right now, and it is pretty good. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with it. So thank you so much, Deborah, for thinking of me. I appreciate that. And then I got this from Terry, who I believe is on here. Fantastic St. Patrick's Day card, Terry. I love this card. It's Kelly Green. Actually, I think this is Cucumber Crush, which is like the best green, aside from glorious green that we had when I first started, but it's fantastic. So thank you. And then this is from one of my team members, Shanna. She included this with her team swaps this month. And I thought this is the perfect card for St. Patrick's Day. How cute is that? 3 little heart punches, or 3 little heart dies. I'm not sure. A little fussy cut stem, and then an iridescent rhinestone. So thank you guys. I appreciate when you send me cards. That makes me happy. We still have the Savings in Bloom going on. So these bundles are 20% off through the end of the month, and there are a number of them. I don't know where my paper is. Oh, here it is. So we've got 13 of them that are going. The All Squared Away is one of my faves. Oh, Call Me Clover. Oh gosh, thank you, Terry. It's fantastic. So these bundles are still on sale. If you would like to order one, you can go to my online store and get it there. We talked about the last chance list. It's a little blurry. Deborah, that might be your internet, or it might be my internet. I don't know. Is anybody else having a blurry issue with the view? I'm hoping not. Well, we'll find out. So the last chance list, like I said, you can get it off my website if you want it, barbstamps.com. I do have an ordering special this month. If you order in my online store and use this host code, and your order is, what am I trying to say? Is it 75? If it's $50, I have a PDF file that I sent to you. If it's 75, you get a small grab bag from me. If it's 125 or more, then you get the larger grab bag from me. You must use the host code in order to get the gifts. And the special goes through the end of the month. So it sounds like a couple of you are having some issues, but most of you are not. So that's good. That makes me happy. So I'm wondering if it's some internet issues, perhaps. So there you go. The spring retreat, all the boxes are sold out, but I do have the online only available. So if you guys are interested in the online only, you can certainly check that out on my website, or go to tinyurl.com/spring retreat with Barb. All right, the Waves of the Ocean class should be coming out tomorrow, if I remember correctly. And so we've got the whole shebang, which is the collection of the Waves of the Ocean, and then the ribbon. And then you can get just the cardstock supply kit for $45, or the online only for $20. So still, a couple of you are still saying yes, but most of you are saying no. So I'm going to say that it's probably not me. I think I have 2 Cactus Cuties classes left. 1 or 2. I think 2. My project tutorial library is always up on my blog. I've got a ton of PDF files on there for you, so you can check that out at tinyurl.com, Barb's Tutorial Library. Stampin' Academy, we always have to talk about that because it's amazing, and a lot of you girls that are on the call or on the right now are members of Stampin' Academy. So, and Laura, no, nothing from the new catalog is available for customers at this time. So there you go. Only demonstrators. So there you go. Okay, so Stampin' Academy is amazing. We give away a free bundle to one of our members every month. It's a random drawing. We do have a card challenge on our Stamp Happy Premium Live Party Facebook group, where we give away prizes. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun, and I hope you'll join us. Oh, my Kite Delight class. I think I have 1 of those left. And then, of course, the adhesive kits that we already talked about. So now I want to bring this in because there's a funny story I have to tell you guys. It's not my son this time. It's my husband. Actually, it's kind of my fault, too. I have this large Tupperware bowl. It's a 4-quart Tupperware bowl. I've had it forever. It's my favorite bowl in the world. It's not really tapered. It's mostly flat. And so it's my favorite bowl. I've had it forever. Well, about a month ago, my husband, I made him some popcorn. He likes like real popcorn. So we have a hard plastic microwave popcorn popper that my mother gave me. Well, she didn't give it to me, but I got it after she passed away. And so you put regular kernels in there. There's no oil or anything. You pop it up, and then we melt a little bit of butter on the stove, and then we pour it over the popcorn. Well, we had melted the butter. I forgot to turn the burner off. So I had the burner on like number 2 or something like that. So it wasn't super hot, but apparently it was hot enough. So he fixes his popcorn all up. He scoots his bowl over it so it's next to him, and it happens to be on that burner, unbeknownst to him that the burner is still on. And anyway, so all of a sudden he starts hearing some of the kernels are popping. And he says, all of a sudden he says, "What's going on?" And he pulls the bowl away. Well, the burner had a big old blob of the bowl, and all the popcorn and kernels were stuck to it. And the bottom, of course, the bowl had no bottom now. So that's a real bummer. It was my favorite bowl. It got ruined. But what's super exciting is I found another one, and I just got it and I used it today. So we are back in business, baby, with my favorite bowl. Oh, I forgot to say that I do sell cards, pre-made cards. I make so many cards, I can't possibly give them all away. So if anybody is interested in a pack of cards, there's 20 in a package, and they're $25 plus priority shipping. So there should be a link in the description. Oh, I had to cool it off, Sherry. Sherry wants to know how I got the Tupperware off the stove. I had to let it cool. First, I scooped it off with the metal scraper thing that I have from Pampered Chef. And then I just had to wait till it dried, and then I used like a razor blade. It's one of those kind of ceramic cooktop things. And I got it all off, but yeah, it was it was pretty funny. So anyways, here we are with our first card of the day. So we are going to be using some things that are retiring, some things that are not. So we're going to be using the macrame folder, which I have already run that through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This is the macrame folder. It is 20% off, so it is $7.20. And I'm going to be using Smoky Slate for my card base. And then I have an inside white, which is 4 by 5 1/4. This is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay. Then I used the Amazing Thanks dies. These are in the mini catalog, and they are not retiring. And so I cut the larger thanks out of white, and then the skinny thanks out of the supple shimmer glitter paper. All right. And then I'm going to be using the stitched stars for this card, and these are 20% off, so $30.40. And there are a lot of cool stars in here. So I have die cut a bunch out of a couple different colors, Blushing Bride and Soft Seafoam. And so these stitched dies, the stitched stars, this one here, when you crop it out, it not only gives you a stitched star, it gives you a stitched negative space. Okay, which is pretty cool. Then we have this fun little doohickey here that is just fantastic. And so then you can also use these little stars that come out of those holes for your projects. And then we have a smaller star that actually does leave the stitching around it, and then a teeny tiny star that has the stitching, and then that's about this big right here. So it's a tiny little guy if you want to use the star, if you just want to put an impression on your paper. So they're pretty cool. I didn't use them a ton, but I have used them. Here's another one. Yeah, Joanne, I know how it is. I do the same thing. Joanne's saying she bought them before they went on sale. I know, I do that too. And then I just want to kick myself, but it is what it is, right? Okay, so this is a card that I'm kind of casing this card from Martin. What is his last name? Martin Stone. He's from the UK. And I found this card a while back and I really liked it. I did make a few changes. I changed the folder and then I changed the background color. And I changed this, the sentiment part. So, but the rest of it is mostly the same as Martin designed it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this macrame background piece and I'm going to add some stars to it. Whoops, my actual card is right here, so I can use it as a cheater, but it's falling apart. Okay, so I am going to kind of lay some of these stars on here, and then we will, actually I need to put this onto this. So I'm going to glue this down. Who said they were late? Oh, Shirley. Hello, Shirley. Welcome. Glad you made it. This is card number 1, so you haven't missed really anything. You just missed some chit chat and a funny Tupperware story. All right, so let's get this on here. And I'm wondering if my smoky slate is a little bit long. It kind of looks like it might be, so hold on. There we go. Oh, Sherry, you're right. I have so many things that I can't always use everything all the time. Nope, I didn't cut it short. It's just maybe something else is short. We're going to cut off the bottom anyways because I like to have a uniform border. So I just chopped a little bit off the bottom. No problem. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of lay these on here where I want them to be a little bit. And then we will actually adhere them to the card. I think maybe like this. And then I've got a big star over here that we're going to put about like that. This guy here, we're going to put about like that. This one, I think I'm going to maybe put about there. And then some of these other ones, I'm going to just go ahead and use some dimensionals. Whoops, get back here, dimensionals. And set this like that. And I have a solid star. So this one, this solid one came out of that swirly thing, which is fun. And I think I'm going to stick that right there. So I'm going to go ahead and use some liquid glue here. Stick this down. Maybe like that. And then this one, so where did I want that? So I am not going to put glue on some of the tips. Which ones did I not put glue on? Now I can't remember. Sometimes it's hard to know what you're doing. Okay, so let's put this one on, and I think mostly I'm going to chop most of this one off. So I'm going to put it about like this. Okay, and then this one, we're going to mostly chop some of this one off too. So we're going to go like so. And this guy is going to go up here. Yay, Sandy said she finally was able to get me on YouTube. Awesome. Okay, and then I'm just going to keep on adding a few. This is pretty little, but it's fine. Stick that one right there. And then I have another little pink one right here. So I just like die cut a bunch of stars out of these two colors. Did I tell you what they were? Blushing Bride and Soft Sea Foam. I can't remember. I feel like I did, but gosh, who knows? Got so many things in my brain, I can't remember it all. Whoops. Like how I just wipe it off with my finger. And then finally, I think one of these teeny tiny ones is what I'm going to use on the outside here. I might go ahead and add a few stars to the inside just because sometimes it's fun to jazz up the inside of the cards too. Okay. Oops, that doesn't go on there. All right, so then these, we're going to adhere these together. So I'm going to bring in my little tiny glue bottle that I talked about last week. So this is something that I found on Amazon. I do have it linked below. There are 2 of them in a set. And they have a super fine tip on them. Oops, there we go. Super fine metal tip. And then they come with a little pin so that you can keep your glue from getting clogged, which is nice. And we can just add a tiny bit of glue on this whole thing. And then we will attach these together. Whoops, come back here, you got to go over there. And there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to add some mini dimensionals. Oops, there's my pin. I better stick it back in there so that it doesn't get lost. Of course, you have to be able to see. Okay, so mini dimensionals. So let's go ahead and add some minis here. Just trying to put the minis where, I need some scissors. I'm going to put one right there. So I'm going to cut like a little strip off the edge here. And then peel the backing off. Ooh, yes, this would make a fantastic graduation card. Good idea. Good idea. I think that's enough. Okay, so let's peel all the backings off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to trim around. How easy were they to fill? I bought a different small bottle and gave up for filling it. The tomboy just kept bumping. Oh, I don't know. I did not have any issues at all filling mine up. I don't know why. I don't know why. I did not, though. I used the pointed end here. Well, let's see how deep. Here's my second little bottle. So I mean, it's got a pretty good sized hole. I just stuck the tip in there and just squirted straight down. So yeah, I don't know why there was an issue with the other one. I'm not sure, but I did not have any problems whatsoever. I just squirted it and I filled it up maybe like 2/3 of the way. I didn't fill it up all the way. Whoops. So yeah, but I'm sorry that you had to struggle with that. That's a bummer. So it was a different bottle, I'm assuming, than the one that I am recommending. I try not to recommend, I try to recommend things that are useful, from Amazon. And of course, I make a tiny bit of money if you happen to click on a link and go to Amazon and buy the item. I make a tiny bit of money, like probably enough to buy a little bag of candy or something that I can then eat while I'm creating fantastic projects for you. Okay, so there's the front. Fantastic. So now we have the inside, and I do have a few stars left. So let's just go ahead and add some to the inside. I think I'll just maybe put them in the corner here. Maybe we'll just add some, and I think I'm going to have some of these hang off the edge also. I should be using the silicone mat so that I don't get glue on my work surface here. All right, so we'll just keep adding some stars here. Maybe one of these smaller pink ones. Where's my take your pick tool? Came in a pack of 10. Oh, okay, yeah, this is only 2 in a package. So yeah, I don't know. But no, I did not have any issues whatsoever getting the glue in there. And one more pink one, I think. I feel like I've got too many. I feel like I've got a little scene going on here. There. Okay, let me rub this glue off my hands and press all that into place. get the glue off, and then we'll just trim these. And I love random things. I love stamping random, and I love doing random die cuts. I just feel like it looks really cool when it's not exactly placed in perfection. And so, yeah, I'm a really big fan of random stamping or random anything. And what's really nice about random is that if you don't get it perfect, it doesn't matter because it's random. So it takes a lot of the pressure off of having to like position things perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so there it is. Isn't that cute? So thank you so much to Martin. His card is fantastic. I just changed it up just a tiny bit to suit my needs, but everything, most of the stuff in here was all him. And I do want to do one little bit of stamping on the inside. I forgot. I have a stamp set here that is actually $1 million seller. This is one of my dear friends, Jennifer Cotton. This was her set. It is retiring. It's called Create with Friends. And so I'm going to use the word friends, but I'm only going to stamp friend rather than the S. So it'll say thanks, and then the inside will say friend. So we're going to go with some Blushing Bride. And I think I can do this without actually masking it off. I should be able to anyway, if I'm careful. Nope, we're going to mask it because I want some more of the tail on the D that I'm not going to get if I don't mask it. So I'm just going to add a little piece of tape to that, and then we're going to ink it up. Remove the tape. That is a very, very important thing. And I've been starting to really enjoy stamping my words or my sentiments down here at the bottom. Why? I don't know. I just think it looks kind of cool. And then you have the top where you can write your message. And yeah, so there we go. Okay, let me get these things back in the bucket. Oh, and if you wouldn't mind giving the video a thumbs up, I would appreciate that a lot. YouTube likes it. It helps with their algorithm, whatever that even means. I don't even know. It's some big fancy word that somebody came up with that says how they rank things or how they test things. I don't even know. Something. So anyways, they like it if you do the thumbs up. So, okay. Next card. We're going to do a fun little thing here. Let me get some of these things out of the way and move some of these other things off to the side where I keep all my tools while we're live. Okay, so this one, we are going to use one of our decorative masks. What did I do? Oh, here we go. This is a set of decorative masks. This is the basic pattern decorative masks. These are 40% off, you guys. $4.80. Here are the patterns. I kind of cut this out of the catalog and stuck it on there. Actually, I think I photocopied it from, or I got it from the online store. Anyway, there is this pattern. I'm not sure what this is, but it's interesting. Then we have the forest. I think that's pretty cool also. And then we have this kind of like a brocade maybe or something this could possibly be. And then we have the polka dots. And I think the polka dots are probably my favorite. Definitely the thing I use the most. I have used the trees. And I don't know if I've used any of the other things in there. But so I've got the polka dots here. And what I have done with this is I have purchased something called Pixie Spray. This is a temporary adhesive. It makes your stencils, your decorative masks, whatever stencils. I mean, I use our vellum doilies a lot as masks. So what you do is you shake this up really good. You spray it on to your mask. You let it dry, and then it puts a removable temporary adhesive on there, which I have found to be fantastic. I do have this linked below if you're interested in it. I'm a big fan. To get this residue off, you can just use hand sanitizer or soap and water, whatever works for you. I've used soap and water and had a grand time doing it. So I did put a little mark on mine with a silver Sharpie. So this is the side that I will ink from, not the side with the spray. So I put the spray on the opposite side of that. And let me get my papers out here. We're going to be using some Bumblebee and some Coastal Cabana and some white. So I've got a 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside. A 4, let's see. This is 3 3/4 by 5. So this is 3 7/8 by 5 and 1/8. Okay. And then our card base, which is the 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. So it's the layer for the front that we're going to use. So I have 2 little spots of seal here. that I put down, and I just kind of touched my finger to it to get some of the adhesive taken off. And then I'm just going to throw my layer of white down. And then I've got my adhesive, my temporary spray already on here, the Pixie Spray. So what I did is I just took it over. We have a utility sink in our basement here. And so I just took it over and I just held it into the sink with my hand, and then I just sprayed the stuff on there. So it works pretty well. So now I am just going to lay this on my card. And so I can see through the holes. And so I'm just kind of trying to line it up so that it's even. Okay. So now I've got a blending brush and my Bumblebee ink. And so I'm going to use this to create a little polka dot scene on here. So I'm just going to get some ink on my brush. Oh, and I should use a block. I do like this technique. If you take a block and you kind of brush your brush on it, that will kind of keep the ink prepared for you, but then you don't have so much on your brush. So I just kind of want to do a little circle right down here in the bottom right hand corner of the stencil. And so you can see it's sticking really well. I'm not holding it with my hand. I don't have tape on it. I just have this adhesive, and you can remove this mask and you can put another piece of cardstock down and do the same thing again. And I have found you can probably pick it up and reuse it, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7, 8 times before the stickiness kind of goes away. So it's pretty cool. All right, so we're just going to add a little circle. I'm just going to kind of lift it up and see. That looks fantastic. So I'm done with this layer anyway. And then I'm going to bring in my inside layer. Okay, and I need a buffer. Here's a... Oh, where are my papers? Oh, they're right. I moved them so I could find them easier. So here's a little scratch paper. So I'm going to go ahead and put the mask back on. So again, I have a silver Sharpie dot here, so I know what side has the adhesive on it. And we'll just do that. And I am going to put this across the polka dot. So that's about maybe 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. Like I said, because I can see, I know maybe you guys can't see exactly. I'm going to get some more of that ink off there. So I'm just kind of masking off the mask, if that makes any sense, so that on the inside of my card, I have a little bit of fun also. Okay, and then I can just throw that back on my scratch paper sheet there, and it's ready for me to bring in another piece of paper. Okay, so now we are going to be using the Dandy Wishes dies. These are half off. Now, I've had these for quite a while. They go with the Garden Wishes stamp set. So they were sold as a bundle last mini catalog, like January of 2021. Yes. So they're not actually sold as a bundle anymore. But right now, because they're retiring, they're both really cheap. This is 50% off at $17.50, and the stamp set is 40% off at $13.20. So that's a pretty good deal, like $30 for an entire bundle. So I chose to use these little pieces here. There's 4 of them. There's the long one here that I just then cut off the stem. And then there's 3 others. So they're all this really cool pattern. And let me get them out here. So I have done a bunch of die cutting. I'm going to move this out of the way. I don't need that anymore. So I'm going to dump these out. So I die cut these things out of multiple things. So I die cut them out of our Layering Designs vellum, which is, so this is in the mini catalog right now. And so it's printed. Let me get some out here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So there's black and white. So the vellum either has black printing or white printing. So this is kind of like a road map that comes in black and white. And then we have the kind of cursive writing in the black and white. And then we have like a typewriter font in the black and white. Okay. So I don't think it really matters which one you use. I chose the typewriter font, but it just gives a little bit of texture kind of to the die cuts. And then I also have the Waves of the Ocean. This is so shiny, you can actually see me. The Waves of the Ocean foil sheets. So I use the Coastal Cabana. So you can see I have multiple, I don't even know what you'd call these things. I mean, I guess they're probably flowers. I don't know. But anyway, so I thought they would be kind of fun. And then I'm also pairing them, since I'm using Bumblebee, I'm pairing them with the Playing with Patterns Resin Dots. These are also 40% off, so $4.80. I mean, everything that I'm using is so stinking cheap on this card if you don't already have it. The Bumblebee ribbon, 20% off. So it's just, we got some crazy good deals going on right now with this retirement list. Okay, so here is our layer again. So I'm going to stack some flowers. So I'm going to start with, for this one, I'm going to start with the vellum, and then I'm going to go with the foil. And then I think I'm going to go with the Bermuda Bay and then the Coastal Cabana. So I'm going to make a little 4-petal flower with that. Then I'm going to start with the vellum again and go with the foil. And then I think we're going to go Bermuda Bay on that one. And then so they're getting smaller each time I do this. Okay. Does that make sense? So, and then I have the Coastal Cabana and this. Yes, the embossing paste works really good. And though that sticky stuff, that tacky spray will work really well for that. And then I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to add these little, because I told you guys before in many videos, I do this all the time. I will like cut these things out on their little plastic sheet, because that way I can like place them on things to see if I like the look before I commit to doing it. And I did, so I'm going to commit. So I'm going to go ahead and, where is something? I'm just going to use some scissors. I'm going to kind of like make these a little bit 3D-ish. So I've got them in my hand and I'm just kind of pressing my scissor into the middle here, just to kind of give it a little bit of dimension. I'm just kind of twisting it around. I know there's probably something else you could use, but I'm drawing a blank right now. Maybe just your finger. I don't know. But it seems to be working pretty well with the scissors. Okay, so now I'm just going to add some glue. And we will get these glued together. And I'm going to try to put them together the same. So I'm not offsetting them, is I guess what I'm trying to say when I say the same. I'm not offsetting them. So I'm having the little, I guess, petals, for lack of a better word, just meet each other. Whoops, I may have to do something different with that foil piece. We'll see. Okay. The stylus from the scoreboard. That would work. It just seems like these are kind of big. So I wasn't sure how well that would go, how well that would work. All right, so we're going to do this again. Oh, I just threw that. Did you guys see that? Take your pick tool. That would probably work. This seems to be working pretty good for me. Okay, here we go again. Add these. I probably should have done some of this. I do this all the time. I say, oh, should I do it live on camera or should I not? Should I have a bunch of it done already? And I don't know what the right answer is. I mean, sometimes I feel like you guys like to see the whole process. Sometimes maybe you don't. Maybe it's boring. I don't know. Okay, and then finally this guy here, which I think I'll just stick my finger in that. And then I'm going to go with 2 that are about the same size on this one, just because I felt like I had to have some foil on here. There we go. And then finally, a little more for this Coastal Cabana piece. And so this one I'm going to offset just slightly so that you can see the foil. Because I do want to be able to see the foil because the foil's so pretty. Okay. So these should be all glued together now. So then I am going to take a piece of the ribbon and I'm going to wrap it around the card. I'm not going to do the bow tying thing because we all know that I stink at that. So we're going to do the taping method, which is the method that I prefer because I can do that. So I'm just going to wrap the ribbon around. This is about, I don't know, an inch or so from the bottom, maybe an inch and a quarter. Then we'll tape it to the back. Okay. And then I'm going to add, I feel like, I don't know if this is going to work. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to add my flowers to the thing here. So while I'm pressing with my finger, I'm going to kind of pull these petals up with my fingernail to kind of make them a little 3D-ish until they dry completely. All right, and then this little guy, I'm going to stick right here. Same thing. Gives you new ideas. Okay, perfect. So Hope likes it. So Hope, today you're going to get the whole thing because you're going to get me doing this from like start to finish. I guess I didn't die cut the things on the live. And so you can see I'm keeping my thumb in the middle, and then I'm just using my other finger to kind of pull up the petals. I'm calling them petals. I don't know what you call these things. This must have a shape or a name, this kind of shape. I don't know. So then, since I've already practiced with my little centers, I know that I like them. I know they're going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and fill them in to the centers here. So much fun. And I really am enjoying this color combination. Oops, I think I pulled this off without the glue dot. Hold, please. Pretty sure that's what I did. I should be looking at the comments. I'm going to put a subscribe to my newsletter link in. So if you guys are not on my newsletter, you can get on. Okay, I need to get a regular glue dot. Or you know what I'm going to do? I have enough of these things. It's not like I need... There we go. Boy, I am on the struggle bus right now for some reason. Jeez Louise. I know I don't have any fingernails, but come on. Okay. So there, that's cute. So then I've tied a bow with the same ribbon. And now I'm going to snip off the ends. And I don't know, I'm going to tell you guys this again. I have mentioned this in other videos before, but some of you are new and don't know that I do this. I have 3 pairs of scissors. They're all the same. Here they are. They all have different Sharpie markings on them. So the silver asterisk, that's ribbon only. The copper star is a pretty good pair of scissors still, and it's good for doing some fussy cutting. The tips are still really good. The gold ones, they're getting kind of worn out. The tips aren't as great as they used to be. And if they don't have any mark on them at all, they're not that great, and you can cut whatever you want with them. So that's kind of my thing for scissors. I mean, I know it's kind of crazy, but I just feel like, they're not that expensive. And of course, as a demonstrator, I get a discount. So that makes them even less expensive. So I'm going to add my bow. So this is my cheater way, rather than adding my bow, because I can't wrap it around and do it. I just don't have that in me. So I'm going to fluff this up just a little bit more because I like it kind of fluffy. I think it's cute. Yay, you guys are loving this card. Thank you so much. It actually just kind of came to me today. I don't know what the heck happened. I think I saw this color combination somewhere this morning. When I'm in bed in the morning, I don't want to wake up right when the alarm goes off at 5 o'clock. Who does? So sometimes I'll sit there and like scroll through my phone looking at Facebook or Instagram or whatever. And I saw a color combination of Bumblebee and Coastal Cabana. And I thought, oh, that might make a fun card. And so then I thought, okay, what else do I want to use? Of course, I wanted to use some things that were retiring to show you guys, some things that you might be able to do with maybe some things you do have, some things you've been maybe looking at that you weren't sure if you wanted. And so I kind of thought this Dandy Wishes bundle or Garden Wishes bundle was one of those things. And the fact that both parts of the bundle are 50% off, whoa. Now, pro tip, don't buy the bundle. If you want to get this, don't buy the bundle. The bundle price is not discounted, just the individual pieces. Okay, so if you buy the bundle, you won't get the discount. So definitely buy the individual pieces. Okay, so there we have that. Oh, I forgot to put my sentiment on. Ugh, am I going to be able to get it on? I got some adhesive on there. Well, we're going to have to go for it. So here we go. The sentiment is going to be done in Bermuda Bay. And it's a sentiment from a retiring stamp set called Happiest of Birthdays. So I'm going to use the It's Your Day, Enjoy It. And I'm going to stamp it right up here. But now that we have dimensionals on there, this might be a little tricky. So don't do as Barb does. Do as I say, not as I do. Stamp your sentiments before. Oh, I'm so scared this is not going to work. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shove this sheet of dimensionals underneath there to kind of, actually I need a new one, to kind of make it the same height. Does that make sense? So that when I stamp this, hopefully it won't press down and make a mess. Oh gosh. Okay. It's now or never. I guess just go for it. Oh, yes. That was a good tip. There's a tip for you guys. If you do screw that up, slide your dimensionals in there so you have like an even stamping surface. Okay. So now we have the inside layer to do. And I thought for the inside, I was just going to stack a couple of these together. Just the same thing we did on the front. Yeah, and then we'll just throw this on the inside so that the theme kind of carries over. Oh, and I have to tell you guys, we are still watching Gotham. My husband decided that he was going to keep watching it, and we are now on season 3. I was holding my breath too, Irene. Irene said everybody was holding their breath. Yep, I know, so was I. I was like, oh gosh, come on, I'm going to ruin the whole thing. Have you ever done that? Be honest. I know I've done it a million times. Where are my dots? I want to add a dot in here. I know you don't always add a dot to the middle, to the inside piece, but I'm kind of feeling like I want to. I kind of feel like I need to. All right, so we're just going to add that right there. And then maybe if I just push it off, there we go. It's pretty flat. These things are like pretty dang flat, so I don't really foresee any issues with sending this through the mail or whatever. I think it'll be fine. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay. Wow, I am super happy with how this turned out. I'm not going to lie. I know when you're finished with your card and then you go to stamp something and then you mess it up. Yeah, I know. I've been there before, believe me. So, if nothing else, you guys watching me, I will teach you how to fix mistakes because I make a lot of them. Okay. So we are now going to move on to our next card. Let me get rid of some of these things. Does anybody have any questions? I don't think so. I guess I should run back through. I hate that when I feel bad if I miss questions from you guys, because sometimes you have a legit question and I should answer it because I'm supposed to be a professional. We'll see. Sometimes I don't feel so professional. Like this was not a super professional thing, but it worked out fine. Okay, let me clean that off real quick. So when I throw it back in my bucket, it doesn't get ink all over everything else. Okay. Oh, just a shameless plug. If you guys are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you should be. And you can do that right down here. There's a little button that should say subscribe. And then there should be a bell that you should click on that will notify you when I upload videos and when I'm going to go live. Okay. Let's move this out of the way and move on to our last card. All right, so this last card is going to be using a couple more things that are retiring. One of the things that's retiring is the Pattern Party Host paper. Now, this is something you can buy with your host rewards. If you have an order of $150 or more, you can buy this paper with your host rewards. It's $18. There's 48 12 by 12 sheets, and these are all the patterns. And it's amazing. So we are going to be using this checkerboard pattern today on our card. And we're going to be using the Sweet Strawberry stamp set and the Strawberry Builder Punch, which is half price. I'm assuming most of you have it because it's amazing. And I remember, I think it was last year, we had a horrible time trying to keep it in stock. But it's in stock now, apparently. And it's 50% off. So $9 is all this punch will cost you. We're also going to probably be using these little silver and clear epoxy essentials. They are 20% off. And I think that's the only thing that's discounted that I'm using, because I'm also going to use the Real Red Linen Ribbon. And yes. Okay. So let me kind of push these things up out of the frame. Got some ink here that we need to use. Whoops, I've got ink on that. And let me get my papers out here. We're going to make a gift card holder, and it wasn't originally going to be a gift card holder. And then I thought to myself, you could make this a gift card holder so easy. So that's what we're going to do. So I've got some pieces and parts here. This is my, let me just Let me just get here. So this is a 4 1/4 by 11 real red, folded in half. Okay. This is an inside layer for that, which is 4 by 6 1/4. So we're going to obviously score this and fold this at 1 inch. So let me get my trimmer here. And we will just do that very quickly. I'm just going to slide it to the inch on that side. And there. Easy peasy, that's done. So then, and I even have a gift card here. It's a little Walmart card. It's so cute. It's llamas. So the gift card will just slide right in there. So I am only going to add adhesive to the edges here. So I'm just going to use my liquid glue. Oh, there's the phone. Somebody always has to call me when I'm live. Why is that? I'm going to push my card in just so that when I press this down that it's got enough space for the card. Not that it wouldn't, but look who that was. Maybe it was my husband's brother or something because he's home now. And then I have a little piece of the paper. Looks like I need to snip a tiny bit of that off the edge here. So let me chop that off and then I'll stick that on. That should work. And we'll get this on here. So this is going to be our inside piece. So just like that, we made a gift card holder. Nothing special, just a little bit longer piece and a fold. So that should be pretty easy for everyone. Okay, so let's get this. Come on, open that up. Okay, I'm going to take my gift card out for now because I don't need that in here. And we'll just line this up. There we go. Okay. Then I have a 4 by 4 1/4 inch piece of the same paper that I'm going to put on the front. And it looks like I may have to chop off a tiny, I can't now. Oh, I should have done this first. Well, it is what it is. What if I did that? No. Okay, well, it's supposed to go edge to edge. It's not quite long enough, but I'm not going to cry about it. Okay, I am going to cry about it, but I'm still going to use it. And I'm going to put it so that it's about 1 inch from the bottom. Give or take, millimeters, centimeters, tiny bits. Oh, wait, I probably could chop it off because I was thinking I would end up chopping off this piece here, but I don't. So I am going to get my industrial trimmer here that I have. It's this tiny little thing. It's not really industrial. And I'm going to try to just chop off a tiny bit so that this does fit because that's going to bug me. Okay. There. That's a lot better. Okay. So then I am going to add, this is a piece of white. This is 2 3/4 by 4. And it's going to just go like this. Looks like it's a tiny bit too long. So let me bring my chopper back in here. And I think if you guys are interested in a tiny trimmer like this, it's like a photo trimmer. And I do have it on my blog, my crafty favorites. On my blog, and there's a link in the description of this video. Okay, so that's going to go there. So we need to do some stamping. So I'm going to push this out of the way with my gift card over here where there isn't any ink. Okay, so I'm going to bring in a foam pad. And so I'm going to start with some red. This is real red. And I'm just going to ink up the berry. Is that what I want to do? Do I want to do the berry first? Now I can't remember. And then I'm going to ink up the solid. And then we're going to stamp that on the inside. So I stamped it off once and then added it to the detail image there. And I find for the berry anyway, that if I stamp the detail image first and then come over the top with the solid image, I can see through it so I can line it up pretty easily. Okay, so we have 3 strawberries. Then we're going to need 3 strawberry tops, which are going to be done with garden green ink on Pear Pizzazz cardstock. Okay, so, and I already looked at the orientation on the punch, so you can see this oriented the same way that I'm stamping this. So when I go to put those in the punch, that will be very easy to do. And then the final thing I want to do is to get one of these small little flowers. And how did I want to do this? I think I did the dark first. So let's stamp the dark. So that's black. And then I've got some Daffodil Delight. And I may have to get my hair in the way here because I can't. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we've got that. Oh, I have another little piece for my sentiment. This is a 7/8 by 2 1/4. And I am using one of the sentiments from the set. This says, "Happiest birthday, you sweet thing." So we should be able to... Okay, good. I thought for a second there I messed it up. No. All right, let me put all the lids on the ink pads and get them out of the way for the moment. Okay. So then I have another little piece. So this was 7/8 by 2 1/4. This is 1/2 by 2 1/2. And I'm just going to add this to this right in the middle. Okay. So this is just, I don't know, another way of just adding a little bit of color, a little bit of interest. Whoops, but you gotta get it on there so that it looks right. Okay. Since I can't do it from the front, I'm going to look at the back and line it up that way. There. That should work. Okay. So now we need to bring the punch in and punch everything out. So we have our little flower here, and I did find that all these petals are the same, so it doesn't matter how you go about putting it into the punch. We've got these little pieces here, and we'll just move down the row here, the next one, and then this last one here. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 of those. And then we have the berry itself. So we'll go ahead and get the berry. Hey, if you guys haven't shared the video yet and you are inclined to do so, that would be awesome. If you want to share it to like your Facebook page or something like that, that'd be great. The more people that watch me, the better, right? Okay. There. All right, so we've got 3 berries, 3 toppers, 1 flower, and then a bunch of mess. Okay. I need a trash can for all these bits. Okay. So now we're going to bring in that other piece of white that we talked about, the 2 3/4 by 4. And we're going to figure out, I'm going to end up sticking my sentiment about like this. So I don't want to have my berries. I'm going to have them be just slightly off. Oh, somebody's telling me I'm blurry. Is anybody else noticing that? Is anybody else having blurry problems? You know what I might be able to do? Hold on, let me see. If I raise this up, I might be able to raise it up. I don't know if that'll help, but then I'm not going to be as close. So then I always have people complain that they can't see what I'm doing because my hands are too far away. So, again, I don't know. I can't please everyone, you guys. I'm so sorry. I want to. Okay, so maybe if I'm not so close, maybe it won't do such crazy stuff. Okay, so I'm going to add this to the card. I see a little bit of green on there. How does that happen? Do I have green on my... Yes. Hold on. Oh, isn't that crazy? Some people are saying it's good and some people are saying that it's not. Technology, man, I tell you. Technology is super annoying. I mean, it's amazing and we have to have it, but it's annoying. Okay. So again, I'm going to set my birthday piece right there, and I'm going to use some dimensional. So hopefully, maybe with me adjusting my camera up a little higher, is that better? Are you guys finding that you like it better when it's not so close? I mean, I want you guys to be happy. I want everyone to be happy. If we can do that. I mean, obviously, you can't make everyone happy, but we'll do our best. Whoops, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to snip off some of that because it's too much. What celebration? The DSP was a celebration item. What paper are we talking about, Martha? Was it the strawberry paper from last year? Oh, Shirley says she liked it better the other way. Well, we'll just leave it like this for now since we're here. Just pretend it's her cataracts. Yeah, I know how that goes, Donna. I've had 2 cataract surgeries in my life so far. I had my first one at 50 years old. So I totally know all about, whoops, cataracts. Okay, I am going to bring a piece of ribbon in here, and I'm going to bring it to the front, and I'm going to end up attaching both of the ends like right here. Oh, Carol says she likes it closer. Ugh, I know. See, I was kind of thinking that if it's closer, then you can see a lot better. But if it's going to be all messed up, I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. Switch to higher picture quality in my settings. Oh, me or the other people? I'm going to check my settings. Yeah, I don't think I can. I don't think I can change anything on mine. So you guys may have to change on yours. If you find that little gear icon on your screen somewhere, then you might be able to make it a higher resolution, I think. Okay, since I can't tie bows and knots around paper, everyone knows this, I am just going to use a glue dot right there. And another glue dot on top of that, like so. The light's glaring, trying to focus. The blur seems to go in and out. And it could be my internet, you guys, too. We don't have the best internet here. And so it is possible that my internet is giving me fits. And I should call the internet people because I've had it happen before. And then they come out and, of course, like they always tell you, oh, we don't know. There's nothing wrong. Yeah, there is something wrong. Okay. Mini dimensional on this little tiny flower. And of course, I don't live in a big metropolitan place. I live in a small town. And so we don't have options for internet. So I have tied a bow that I'm going to just cover up my big mess right there. I can go back closer. Oh, so let's see. What? Maybe I'm wrong. Who said something? Thought you were using the black checkered bee. The paper that I'm using is from the Host paper that you can get right now. It's in the back of the big catalog, and it will be retiring. But yeah, it's not retired. I try not to use anything that's retired if I can help it, because obviously that wouldn't make anybody super happy if they wanted to buy something and they couldn't. I don't want to make anybody sad. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of red to the center, but not completely covering the whole center. So there it is. There is my card. Don't move my hands so fast. I don't think I can. You people don't seem to understand. I am a fast moving person. I talk fast. I move fast. Everything I do is fast. And I honestly don't think I could do it any other way. So I apologize to everyone that is having a bad experience. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what to do. Except I'm a fast moving person. Okay, so there's our card. Oh, I was going to put some of these on there. All right, so these are the Silver and Clear Epoxy Essentials, and I'm going to use some of these clear little like teardrop things. I kind of felt like, strawberries are kind of juicy. Where's my Take Your Pick tool? It's out here somewhere because I was just using it. Oh, here it is. Strawberries are kind of juicy, so I kind of thought maybe these would look like little like water droplets or something. If I can... I've got so many of these things. I think I double ordered when I ordered these. I ended up with 2 packages, but that's okay. Okay, so I kind of thought maybe I'd just add a few to the strawberries. Maybe I know what it is. I need more putty. That's the problem. My putty was getting kind of messed up there. Well, that's not going to work. It's going the wrong direction. And boy, I am not having luck with this. There. Maybe I should just use the end here. Nope, that's not working either. Well, we're just going to keep going and hope that we can get them positioned where we want them. So this will kind of make them look a little bit juicy, I hope. That's my hope anyway. Trying to see how they're positioned as I'm picking them up here. And... there. Okay. So now they kind of look like they have some water droplets on them, like when you go to the fruit stand at the grocery store and they're spraying all the fruits off and everything. There you go. Okay. So let me push all this stuff out of the way and bring in the other cards that we made. So we have our cute strawberry card. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate that. And then we have this super cute card that I'm in love with. And then we have our Martin copy card. So thank you, Martin. I loved your card. I had to copy it. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Keep up the good work, Sandy says. Oh, thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that. So you guys, here are the cards. I guess if I put them like this, you can probably see them a little bit better. Okay, so that's it. That's all I have for you guys. And now I have to go eat dinner with my husband, probably watch a little Gotham. And then tomorrow I'll be live again on the retreat group. So if you guys are in the retreat group, tomorrow morning at 9 Pacific, 10 Mountain, 11 Central, noon Eastern, I'll be live sharing some more fantastic projects. At least I hope they're fantastic. And yeah, so that's it. So again, you guys, I will see you next week. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. That would greatly make me so happy. Subscribe to the channel down here. Click the notification bell. Order in my store if you don't have a demonstrator and you want to order, or if you just want to help me get to my $1 million, which will be in about 3 years. You can order in my store. It's shoppingwithbarb.com. And I am having a little bit of a freebie going on this month. So yeah. All right, you guys, have a fantastic week, and I will see you next Thursday night right back here. Bye-bye.